So these are some examples of what dynamic stretching looks like. My first favorite is the leg swings. You can hold on to something, like for example, you can hold on to a post or a chair, and this warms up the hips. I would do at least 15 on each side for a 30 to roll, or you can also time it. You can do 15 or 30 on each side. My next favorite is the knee to your chest walking stretching, which is you pull up your knee, stretch and hold for a few seconds, improves balance and flexibility, and also warms up your hips and glutes. Another great stretch for the upper body is arm swings. You can do the arm swings back for at least 30 seconds or so. You can even take it to a minute, and then arm swings forward. It warms up your shoulders, your chest, your biceps, and across the chest is my other good to go dynamic stretch. It warms up your chest and upper back. As your arms go forward, you stretch your upper back. As your arms go back, you stretch your chest. Also, you can do the up and down straight for the upper body and shoulder flexibility. Also improves shoulder mobility if you rotate all the way back, which is important to have that flexibility before your workout, before your weight training. That way you have good posture and range of motion for the exercises. Those are some of my favorite dynamic stretches that you can do. Also, on the floor, you can do some dynamic stretches, including upper body strength and flexibility of your hips by doing a plank and coming in. Make sure you put in the heel first and then lower the hips. Then go back, do the other side. Now this one is a little bit more advanced because also warm walks. And this one also is for your hamstrings, and it's a little bit more advanced if you don't have the flexibility of your hamstrings. Now, if you don't have flexibility for your hamstrings, you can also bend and do it that way. And as you go back, you try to do as straight as you can, and then you can bend and go back that way. I call the plank where you walk in spiders, and those you can also help yourself with having something higher up for your hands, like a medicine ball, or some people can use blocks, yoga blocks. Having your hands a little bit higher up makes it a little bit easier to walk forward. On these, you can do 15 each side or 10 on each side. The purpose of it is basically improving that hip flexibility and mobility before your workouts. Another good stretch that is for the core will be just the simple trunk rotations. And as you can see, you want to hold neutral position, knees bent, hips forward, shoulders back, and rotate. And those are some of my favorite dynamic stretches before workout. Thank you, and I will show on my next video the static stretches that I do after my workout.